A Nintendo Direct could still be right around the corner. We have been talking about this forever. We thought it was going to be February. Didn't happen in February. We thought it was going to be March. While it is still March, we're now halfway through the month and we still don't have any real news about it. But we did just cover something about Game Rant, talking about the third week of March. And I talked about the controversy behind that whole tweet. So I won't even get into it in this video. But basically, we still could get a Nintendo Direct in March. The Mario movie is right around the corner, so in my head, I'm kind of like, maybe they're gonna wait until that comes out, and then they'll do a General Direct maybe in April, but you never know. They're a weird company, like I always say. Nintendo, they just do some weird things all the time, just like random announcements. But we have this post saying Nintendo Direct. Could a general Nintendo Direct still drop in March? Several rumors have been circulating last few days, and some clues are intriguing. Elden Ring would finally be ready for the Switch 2 and could release quickly to avoid bottleneck with Duskbloods, which that game should be coming out soon, right? Which the Duskbloods does not actually have a release date. You can see 2026. There was like a Finnish website that said it was going to be, I believe, March 26th or something like that, but apparently that was just a placeholder date. We should be getting information about this pretty much any day, at least I could imagine, right? And obviously a big Nintendo Direct would be fantastic for that. So this should be a general Direct, which typically has most first party things, and usually, you know, sometimes they do kind of slap in some other things, and obviously Elden Ring and Duskbloods are two huge names that I think would fit in well with the regular general Direct. Rhythm Heaven Groove seems to be approaching fast. Professor Layton still needs to get a new trailer with its release date. Coincidence or preparation for a Direct? Do you still believe in a March 1? Now, in my opinion, I feel like it's definitely possible we could still have one in March. Like I said, sometimes Nintendo, they announce a Direct like a day or 2 days or something beforehand. Like, they don't always have to announce it months or weeks in advance. And we've had all the rumors and all the leaks and stuff about Zelda. You know, it's the 40th anniversary of Zelda. Basically, those rumors boil down to some sort of remake or like remaster coming out hopefully this year. And I feel like for that specifically, we'd probably see an announcement more so like in June or July, just kind of based on like the history of Zelda announcements as a whole. But with that 3D Mario game, I mean, bro, this is a big year. We don't know the 2026 holiday game for Nintendo, like the big major holiday game a lot of people think could be that big 3D Mario game. I'm just excited to get some more rumors and leaks about that. It's been kind of dry as far as the Mario stuff goes, but if you don't want to miss out any news about that, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notifications, guys, so you don't miss it, because I will be updating you guys as soon as something new drops about that. I think a Nintendo General Direct for the Switch 2 is needed. The Duskbloods as well is a Switch 2 exclusive game, so obviously that's pretty major. Like, people are very excited. By the same creators of Dark Souls and Elden Ring, so it's probably going to be a really good game that would fit in well with the General Direct. And we went over this the other day, talking about the other releases. So we know about all these. These are like kind of the code names, I guess I'd call them, for Mario Kart World, Air Riders, DK Bonanza, and so on and so forth, whatever. So we have blank spots. We don't know what those blank spots specifically are. You know, they could be some of like the Yoshi games. Maybe one of them is the Duskbloods. Maybe one of these could be a new 3D Mario game. Who knows? So with that being said, we have open slots, meaning they could announce some of these blank spots within a next General Direct. Now, the Switch 2 has been great so far. Like, I've been really enjoying it. It's very fun. Definitely a good upgrade from the Switch. Sometimes I feel bad for my OG Switch. I hate to admit this. I have not used my Switch 1 since I got the Switch 2. And I'm stuck in the predicament where it's like, should I keep it or should I sell it? Because, you know, getting some extra cash would be kind of nice to have, but also the nostalgia behind that Switch 1 console is like, I don't really want to get rid of it, but I don't want to just keep it on the shelf as a dust collector, basically. Let me know what you guys did. Did you guys sell your Switch 1 to get a Switch 2? Do you still use both? I would like to know your thoughts. But as we've been talking about forever, the Switch 2 is in need of some more big first-party games, or just, you know, these big titles such as Elden Ring for the Switch 2. Like, that's going to be pretty major. I think we're ready. I think we're due any day. Like, I seriously do think that any day now could be a new Nintendo General Direct where they do announce stuff just for like the rest of the year, or at least most of the year. We have been getting a lot of announcements though, like Pokemon Day. We had the Treehouse, you know, partner direct, and, you know, the direct for the movie. So there's been a lot going on. So Nintendo, they have been giving us information, and that's why I think that the General Direct hasn't happened yet, is because we've been kind of swamped with a lot of stuff. So that's kind of why I'm thinking that truly any day, maybe in March, maybe even April, honestly, like genuinely, it could be April. We could be seeing that announcement for that General Direct, and I will be telling you guys as soon as that happens, because it's going to be very cool. In other news, we are getting a Switch 2 exclusive, kind of. So Disney Dreamlight Valley is going to be basically doing a giveaway for 4 lucky fans to actually have a chance to win one for free. It's meant to commemorate a special occasion for Disney and Gameloft's beloved COVID sim Disney Dreamlight Valley, which I have not played, but I've heard it's pretty fun. So technically this is an exclusive Switch 2 console, but it's also technically not, right? 'Cause only 4 people are going to be getting this, which is like absolutely insane. We are in desperate need of a Switch 2 exclusive. When the heck are we going to get one? Cardinal, the absolute GOAT, has made tons of concept art of a Switch 2 exclusive, and dude, I'm serious. If we get a Switch 2 exclusive for Gen 10, which we should, because I do believe we had a Scarlet and Violet Switch, you know, Gen 10 would probably give us an exclusive Switch 2 console. I would probably sell my Switch 2 and buy an exclusive one, because there's something about exclusive Nintendo consoles that is just so satisfying and so cool, and I myself would absolutely love to have an exclusive Nintendo console. I don't have any. All of mine are just the basic ones, man. I'm a basic boy over here. I'm willing to sell my current Switch 2 to replace it with an exclusive, and I know so many of you guys would as well. I mean, even like more colored Joy-Cons. I mean, Nintendo, what is this, bro? What is this? We need like an actual full-on color for the Switch 2 Joy-Con. That's what I'm waiting for, man. We are also getting the Switch 2 Mario Kart Racing Wheel. March 23rd, I guess, is the current slated date. And now it looks cool. Myself, you know, I'm definitely not going to be buying this because most of these racing wheels, like the basic ones, are just pretty cheap. But it does seem pretty cool. Like, maybe I'm going to be wrong. I would love to be wrong. Maybe it's going to be a great racing wheel. But myself, you know, I used to have a racing wheel for my Xbox. I actually recently sold it because it just collects dust. I never really used it. At least in the last couple of years. When I first got that thing, I was using it all the time. But I feel like this is just kind of another one of those gimmicky things that people are going to buy, and then they're just going to, you know, sit in the closet for a while because it's big and it's bulky and it's like you don't really have a permanent setup. But hey, like I said, maybe it's going to be awesome. Let me know if you guys are going to be getting this. Here it is over on Target. I believe it's the same wheel, right? And it's $109, which, I mean, that is pretty expensive. But to be fair, you get a whole racing setup, or you can get some Joy-Cons with basically the exact same colors as the regular Joy-Cons that we have for the Switch 2 right now. So, I don't know. I feel like the price isn't terrible, but it's not like great. I would say if you guys are interested in it, might as well try it out. It is going to be really interesting to see what other things Nintendo drops and releases for the Switch 2 as far as like the accessories. You know, like by the end of the Switch 2's lifespan, are we going to have a ton of Joy-Cons? Like, we don't really have much in the first whole almost year of the Switch 2's release. So I'm really hoping that eventually their plans are to give us some cool colorways and more exclusive consoles and stuff. I feel like maybe a part of the reason why we don't is because everything is so expensive, and maybe the cost to get the material of like different colors is just more expensive, so they don't want to have to charge even more than they already do, because their prices right now are definitely very crazy for some of these things. So I kind of just think it's a waiting game. We're just gonna have to wait. I hope we don't have to wait too long for some more colors. Like I said, even just Joy-Cons and some more exclusive consoles for the Switch 2 that you can just go out and buy at Target and not have to win through some sort of sweepstakes or some sort of giveaway, you know, like the Animal Crossing Switch that they had for years and years in the stores, and they may even still sell them, I don't know, but that's definitely the stuff we need to see. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you are watching this far, comment down below candle, or even your favorite type of candle, just to confuse those people who are not watching this far. But I truly do appreciate you guys watching this video. Thank you so much. Would love to hear your thoughts about Nintendo General Direct. What do you want to see announced? Do you think it's still gonna happen? Hope you guys have a absolutely fantastic day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Someone